What's up, guys? Dylan here, coming to you with a kind of a unique deck profile. Ever since Photon Shockwave came out and I got this card, I wanted to make a deck with it. So I call this deck a creepy Coney burn deck. I know there are very few videos on YouTube of a deck like this, and I've never played against one on Dueling Network or seen one with it, but I'm sure somewhere in the world there is someone with it, with their version of it. I pretty much made it myself. Like I said, I didn't really net deck it or anything, but yeah, we'll just go ahead and go through it, and I'll explain, how some of the burns work. But first off, the main card, 3 Creepy Coney. Basically, when this guy's flipped, you inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent's life points for each normal monster you control, except for tokens. Okay, so I will get into that a little bit later, so I'll just slide these up here. Okay, and this deck is proxied, but I think it's less than 5. But this one should be acceptable. 2 Rescue Rabbit. And this is also kind of a bunny rabbit deck. Not Rescue Rabbit, but like rabbits in general, because there are several rabbits in here. So yeah, to Rescue Rabbit, normal summon him, banish to get 2 normal monsters. Yeah. And that can work really well with Creepy Coney, but I'll go through that in a second. Next, you want to run 3 Vanilla. How to use this guy in the deck also. He's got 20-50 defense. He's going to be around for a little while. And he's normal, so it works really great with Rescue Rabbit. And for the Creepy Coney, like, burn. Next up, I have 2 Mecha Bunny. One's proxied because I don't have another right now. But basically what this guy does is when this card is flipped face up, you can select 1 card on the field and inflict 500 to its controller. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Mecha Bunny from your deck and face down the fence. Okay, so basically, when this is flipped face up, you can select and do 500 burn damage. Whenever this guy is destroyed, you can get another one from your deck, special summon him and face down the fence. And then whenever he's flipped back up, that's another 500, so that's 1,000 damage right there. So yeah, there's that. Then I run 2 Stealth Bird. However, this isn't a bunny. However, it is a very good card in this burn deck, and it's pretty unique, in my opinion. And it has a really good effect. You can flip this card into face down defense position once per turn during your main phase. When this card is flipped, summon successfully and inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent's life points. Say you have Gravity Bind out, or you're stalling them in some way, which I have support for this card in this deck as well, and they can't do anything. Flip 1,000. That's it. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Yeah. So there's that. 2 Stealth Bird and 1 Spirit Reaper. And that's it for the effect monsters, aside from the vanilla. Next for effect, you basically just, or normal, you just want to run high defensive monsters. 2 Giant Soldier of Stone. I run this guy because he has, I believe it's one, I'm not going to say one of the only, but one of the few that I could find in my collection of cards that is a level 3 normal with at least 2,000 defense. Just in case, I'll talk about a combo with that in a little while. Then I run 2 Alexandrite Dragon. Just in case you're in a tight situation and you have an open field. Rescue Rabbit, use them, 2,000 beaters, and then overlay for a Zen Meister. But like I said, I'll talk about the combos in a minute. Then I run 2 Gymnite Sapphire, basically just for the 2,100 defense. And 2 Rengi Gatekeeper of Dark World, also just for the defense. So yeah, I'll go ahead and go through the spells, and then I'll talk about some of the combos. Basic Monster Reborn, Silent Doom. This is a pretty good card. Basically, you can special summon 1 normal monster from your graveyard and face up defense. That works really well with Creepy Coney. Say you have him face down and you have 3 like high defense monsters on the field. Play this, get another from your grave. That could be game winning. When you flip him up, that'd be 4,000 instead of 3,000. So that's a good card for this deck. You know, Book of Moon, reset the Coney. 2 Meteor of Destruction. You know, basically just 1,000 as long as it's not over, or the life points aren't below 3,000, I believe. So 2 Meteor of Destruction. And for stalling, 2 Swords. You know, you're going to want to stall in this deck to get the combo set up right. And then for draw power, 3 Duality. You don't really do that much special summoning, so 3 Duality is okay in here. So yeah, that's it for the spells. Now moving on to the traps. We have 2 Solemn Warning, you know, standard, 2 Bottomless. You want to keep the field as empty on their side as possible. Also for stalling, Gravity Bind. Since you're not really going to be attacking in this deck, it's really not going to matter that much. And besides, most of the monsters in this deck are below level 4, except for a couple of the normals. 1 Mirror Force. You know, keep their field clear. Torrential. Don't really know. I haven't used it too much when I've drew it. 1 Waboku. You know, basic burn cards. And then I run 2 League of Uniform Nomenclature. Basically what this is select 1 face-up level 2 or lower normal monster on your side of the field to activate this card. Special summon to your side of the field as many cards as possible of the same name as the selected monster from your deck. As of right now, the only card that would work with would be Vanilla, but I mean that would work very well. Say you had, you know, you already got 1 Gatekeeper and something else, like just 2 normal monsters. Well, in this case, you can only have 1 normal monster out. Say you have him up in defense and you have a set Coney. So you would normal summon a Vanilla, then activate this, and then you would be able to summon 2 more Vanilla, flip the Coney, that's 4,000. For the side deck, I don't have it like near me right now, but I do have my deck right here on Dueling Network. You want to run 2 Zenmeister, 2 Grinosaurus just for burn damage, and 2 Zenmains just for stalling and keeping their side of the field clear. Zenmeister runs really well in this effect for resetting things like Stealth Bird, Creepy Coney, just any, Mecha Bunny, all those cards with the flip effects and the burn damage. This card works really well in this deck. You're not going to overlay too much unless you get into sticky situations or something of that nature. But yeah, this is my Creepy Coney burn deck. I hope you guys enjoy it. It has potential, I believe. It takes some time to get the combos going right, but I have one. I think I'm like 6 and 7 or 7 and 6 on Dueling Network. It's half and half. But yeah, I'm just going to tweak it a little bit more. But right now, I'm really enjoying it. You know, it has very good, in my opinion, it has enough stall power. You know, with the Gravity Binds and the 2 Swords and the Spirit Reaper and things of that nature. The Wabokus and the Magic Cylinder. You know, I mean, it's not like every burn deck you see out there. In my opinion, it is pretty unique. As far as sticking to the bunny theme of the deck, I think it's a pretty cool deck. But yeah, I am looking for 2 Rescue Rabbits, so if you guys have them, let me know. So yeah, I should have a trade binder pretty soon. I just posted a box opening, so go check that out. But thanks for watching, guys. Dylan here. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah, that's about it.